Welcome back. It's Financial Literacy Month, and new research shows that less than half of college students feel knowledgeable about managing their money. And these days, college students have so many opportunities to earn income while in school, from student-athlete NIL deals and becoming social media content creators to just, part-time jobs and paid internships. So students could use some tips on navigating important financial topics. So joining us this morning to teach Gen Z how to be more financially savvy with Invesco is former NCAA athlete, Olympic and current MLB analyst right out of Bend, Oregon, Jessica Mendoza. Hi, Jessica. Thank you so much for being here.
Ashley, what's up? It's really good to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right, I can't wait to dive in because I'm really in a season of becoming more financially literate. But I got to ask you, why do you think that financial literacy courses have not become standardized across college curriculums? I mean, I would even say put it in high schools, but especially college.
Ashley, I'm so with you. I don't think you can start too young and just trying to learn more about this. And it should absolutely be standardized. I know when I graduated college, the number one thing, the most clueless, and trust me, there was a lot of cluelessness coming out of college, but number one for me was not knowing, okay, I'm getting my first paycheck. What do I do with this? I'm hearing about investments. What bank do I use? I mean, the most basic questions, and no one was talking about it, let alone teaching it at the college level.
Absolutely. Especially, you get that first paycheck and you see how much Uncle Sam is taking out and you're like, who are these people getting in my paycheck? Who is dipping into my funds? So, but what age do you think it's really, great to start thinking about financial futures with kids?
Yeah, Ashley, I have a third grader and he just got some serious dough from the Tooth Fairy last week. And we were having this conversation because he's obsessed with baseball right now, wanted to go buy a bunch of baseball cards. I'm like, I hear you, but can we take like some of that money, spend it on baseball cards, and let's put the rest and save it and know that we could get something bigger later. Just like having these conversations at any age, but really just making it cool to talk about. My parents did not talk about money with me. It was this taboo topic. And I remember even in my own, like with my peers, you just didn't talk about it. You felt kind of insecure. So I think just having conversations, making it part of the norm, I don't care at what age.
This is such a good point because I feel like I experienced the same thing, and it almost kind of went over into adulthood. Now people are still kind of, hesitant to talk about money when it's a topic that we could all be talking about and sharing and helping each other with. So I love that you're doing that with your third grader right now. So can you tell us how you are working on breaking through the noise for, students having so much on their plate, but you're actually helping them out?
Yeah, I mean, you can tell I'm passionate about it. And partnering with Invesco QQQ was a big thing for me. And one of the things that they're doing is they have this video web-based game. It's free. It's called How Not to Suck at Money. First of all, the title in itself is like the best. And oh my gosh, Ashley, you go on to it, and it's like this faux cool college town. All the characters are very Gen Z, like just very like hip and fun. And it makes it really cool to be able to talk about a lot of these topics. And instead of, you think about college, right? You're going to have to read a textbook. You're going to have to go online. You're going to have to literally memorize something, take a final. Like, I mean, that to me isn't being able to really digest information and make it fun and interactive. So How Not to Suck at Money is a game you can go play. I'm guilty. I go play it because you nailed it. I still have a lot of questions. So I go on there, and for some reason, it's like, we can't just everyday life go and have these talks and conversations. So I love that they've come up with a creative way, especially to reach that Gen Z audience.
I love that. I might log on and try to play myself. Like I said, I'm in a season of financial literacy myself. Can you tell everyone where they can go for more information, Jessica?
Okay, Ashley, you're going to do this like probably right now, as soon as we get off this. So the game is How Not to Suck at Money, and the website is hntsam.com. And you can learn more about where your financial IQ is, how to raise it, and really just get educated and have some fun doing it.
I love it, Jessica. Anytime you want to come back, please come and join us.